YouTube. Okay, so I have been a little bit busier than I had hoped for this past week, and I haven't had much time to do any more videos since last week. I did do a lot of videos the last week, so sorry if you guys were watching like stuff that you thought may be boring. I am going to talk about some soap that I made this morning. Later on, I will have time at work between 7 and 7:30 to do another video. And I'm going to then do my couponing haul video from yesterday. It was a small one. It wasn't a big shopping trip, but it was pretty good, actually. So I'll do that video a little later. What I've been wanting to do is, I've been wanting to actually film a video or have a friend of mine film a video of me actually making soap. And this morning I was going to do it. No one was at home. My husband was working. My sister-in-law was working. Her boyfriend was working. And I was like, yes, finally I'm going to be able to set everything up. So I got up at like 8:15. And I was going to start getting ready to set everything up, made coffee, whatever. And then I got really sick because I started taking my medication again for my prolactinoma. And I guess it must have messed me up between last night and this morning. So I was kind of really sick. And that knocked me out for like an extra hour. And then by the time I started setting everything up, I had laid out the newspaper. I had gotten all together with the supplies. Starting to think about what recipe I wanted to do. What other supplies I was going to go buy at the grocery store. And starting to measure stuff out and everything. And then I was playing around with where I was going to put the camera. Then all of a sudden the camera, I charged it the other day, the battery, and I put it on the camera this morning and the camera wouldn't turn on. So I was like, did it not charge properly? I don't know where. Some of the sockets sometimes don't work. So maybe I thought it had charged and it really didn't. So I'd gotten the camera, started to go, and all of a sudden I get a call from my husband saying, heat me up some coffee because I'm almost home and whatever. And I was like, oh my God, are you kidding me? I had everything ready to go. So then since I had everything ready to go, I had to make a batch of soap. I couldn't put everything away just because like he would be like, why did you pull everything out? Now you're going to put everything away. So I wanted to, I'd wanted to do it and I didn't get to do it. So that's okay. When this batch is done, all my supplies are clean and ready to go again. And this time, I have some extra oil, and I now know the prices of some of the stuff at the supermarket right around the corner. So I might do another one this weekend. I gotta see. We'll see what time I have. What next day I'm completely alone that I think I have time to actually film it. If not, what I'm thinking is I've been wanting to show my friend how I make it. Because I just gave her a gift of shavings from the very first batch that I did a little bit over 3 weeks ago. And I had shaved them all down and shaped them and everything. And I put them all in a nice vase that I bought at the Salvation Army. Beautiful little vase. Put them all in there and I gave it to her as a gift. So it's got a couple more weeks, but it's going to work really, really cool. I like it. You just pick up a couple shavings, start rubbing it around. It's great. And it's really lathering nicely, and that was the olive oil and coconut oil blend from the first batch that I made. So this morning, the recipe that I did was I was trying to investigate a couple different oils and fats to use. And I had never used lard before, and so I was thinking lard should be pretty cheap because I'm trying to find some of the cheapest oils and stuff to work with right now. So I'd never tried lard, so I went ahead and I went to the supermarket and I went to the area where there's all the lard, the oils, everything. And this supermarket, the lard, a pound of lard was $1.69, I think. $1.60 or maybe $1.80, might have been $1.79, somewhere in that range, between $1.69 and $1.79. So I thought it was a pretty good price. I'm like, yeah, that's great. That's a pound, 16 ounces, plus I had 15 ounces of olive oil at home. I gotta go buy another bottle of olive oil though, because they're gonna get pissed off that I'm using their olive oil. Oh. So I gotta go buy. I've seen some on sale that drop as low as $3.99, and to me, olive oil is all the same. So as long as it's olive oil, whatever kind it is, light or extra virgin or whatever, I don't care what kind it is. As long as it's in the $3.99 or $4.99 range, I'll usually pick up a bottle and use about half for a recipe. Then what else did I buy? I bought a different oil. I looked at peanut oil. I looked at the different corn and vegetable oils. I looked at possibly using margarine. I looked at Crisco. I looked at vegetable shortening. The whole thing is that, like, I'm thinking that in these recipes, they should be pure versions of the oils. So, like, for example, the vegetable shortenings from, like, Blue Bonnet was, like, only a 53% vegetable mix or something. I wasn't sure, and it looked like it had other preservatives and ingredients mixed in, and so I'm not sure if I'm supposed to be using stuff that have preservatives. Now the lard did have 2 different preservatives, but I figured I don't think there's any other kind of lard. Like, what other kind of lard are you going to get? Anything that's in a package is going to have some sort of preservative or something in it. So the lard was the one that had the least amount, which is why I picked up that. And what was the other oil that I bought today? Was soybean oil. I used soybean oil. It was the first time that I had used it. So it was the first time that I've used soybean oil and lard and olive oil. So it was 15 of the olive oil, 16 of the lard, and 15 of the soybean oil. And I have leftover. The soybean oil bottle was a 32-ounce bottle, so I have enough for another recipe from there. So I'm thinking this weekend I might pick up, if I like the way that this one came out, I might pick up another bottle. And the other different thing that I did was, instead of just using orange tea leaves, I used a mix from the Celestial Seasonings. I like tea leaves as the exfoliant in these soaps. I think they're cool. And then when they start getting heated up and cooked in the saponification process, they leave really nice striations, really nice markings through the soap, really nice coloration. So I'm using it for coloration, for exfoliation, because I haven't gone and explored and bought colorants yet, which is going to be the next thing I'm going to try, are colorants. The different thing that I used today was honey. So it was the first time that I used honey. And I bought a cheaper version of it. I didn't want to buy a really expensive version of honey. So I bought a small little bottle that was honey and corn syrup blend. So it wasn't even pure 100% honey. It was a honey corn syrup blend. Because during the heating and the saponification process, the sugars are going to start getting eaten by the lye, so they turn a nice light brown color. So it was actually really cool. The soap actually had a reddish tone to it, and it was the first time that I got in a soap batch to actually get a nice reddish tone to it. And then by the end, once it started tracing, it actually turned to a nice light yellow, reddish, peach looking kind of color. So it came out really nice. So that was my basic recipe, was olive oil, tea leaves, the last little droplets that I had of the essential orange oil, honey, soybean oil, and lard. So I'll let you guys see them tomorrow and see how they turned out. Hopefully I will be able to actually film the actual process one day. So I hope you guys had a great week, and tune in for some more videos trickling in this week. Talk to you later, everyone. Bye. Okay, now I want to watch it. Now I'm going to watch you. Now I want to watch it. Bye.